Can you hear me now? I'm sorry, I had the wrong volume turned on. Oh, great. Thank you. Oops. Sorry. Check the universe. Okay, so just changing to live chat on my phone so I could read it better. Okay, sorry about that. So I was trying to say is for all those who are watching the live playback, this is a live stream right now, and it'll automatically post as a live playback. So just be aware of that. You have the option in your own settings to fast forward the speed if you'd like, or you can mute it and put your own music on or whatever you want to do. But just know during live streams that I do on Sundays, so that people can interact, ask questions, and see it step by step in real time. So it's not fast forward on my end. But yeah, so today I thought it'd be fun to just play around with some alcohol inks on, I have the Nara paper, and it's the black version. So I thought it'd be fun to do some alcohol ink flowers, just to play around and test that. It's been a minute since I've done them, so it'd be fun to try again, as well as the Yupo. This is just the regular Yupo. This isn't that heavy because I'm not putting heat on this, so I don't need to put any, like, to have the heavy, you know what I mean? I'm just going to be using air. I have an air blower, as well as we're going to try out the air brush. Sorry, my brain just went to no man's land. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be checking out both papers. The Nara paper will be the black one. The Yupo paper will be the white one. This is by Ranger. You can easily get these things off of Amazon or any local art store that sells these products. Synthetic paper. And if you don't have that, you can always use the backside of photo paper. So it's the same. It works the same. And I do have my green juice that I'm doing. So if you hear this sound, it's just because I'm shaking up the sediment. Basically. Okay, so I'm using, when I'm going to do the black paper, I will be using a mixative focus. I don't have it on, here we go, autofocus on. I didn't take that off because that way I could show you close up. So it may go in and out of focus at times, and I apologize for that, but that's just so that way I can pull up my paper to be able to show you a little bit closer up. But the mixative, you will need to shake this up. There should be a bead cap in your, what do you call it, bottle. This is also by Ranger. If it is not, then you can also use like Piñata white as well as like the snow cap by Ranger. But it'll help in order to see alcohol ink on a black paper. You definitely need to mix it with a white, have a white base, and then you can apply your color to it. I wouldn't put your ink down and then you're still, I mean, you can, but to me it's just it's kind of a waste. I would do the white first and then, but I mean, like I said, you can if you want. You would, with the snow cap as well as Piñata's white, you will need to use blending solution. Alcohol, because it's a mixative, it needs the blending solution to help it move. Just straight up alcohol, it's gonna get like chunky, kind of coagulated looking and not flow at all. So you'd always, with any of the whites, because it's a different kind of, it's not like the alcohol ink. It has a little bit, I think maybe resin inside this that helps like make it thicker and more viscous. I'm trying to look. But there's supposed to be a ball in here to rattle. I've been shaking mine and shaking mine and shaking and like hitting it. And I honestly don't think I don't think this one ever came with a bottle, because I'm always like, where is it? Oh, I lied. There you go. So I was hitting it hard enough. But that's what I'm saying. You gotta just keep hitting it. I was hitting it like this on the edge of the table really hard. And then now you hear the ball. Because I was about to try to put the ball in. But you need it to rattle. So I thought maybe they missed up mine on this one. Because I mean, I was doing it forever. How funny. Okay, so just make sure. The other colors I'm going to be using this is Piñata's Brass. And I just put it in a different bottle. And this too needs to be shaken before you apply it. And then I have some T-Rex alcohol inks that we may try as well. Oh, I did forget to grab my Ranger. But I'm going to be using the 70 proof isopropyl alcohol. And I also have the Piñata, Calabaza orange, and the teal to do for flowers. So let's try that out first. Right now I'm going to put the black aside, Nara paper. And this was like, I just cut this into 5x7 strips, so I had a bigger paper. I forget the size. It was like a square sheet. And so you will have excess when you do that. That's the only thing. So this was my excess to make it 5x7 off of, I forget what size the sheet was. But you can use this for swatching colors or doing smaller pieces, or, you know, I wouldn't like throw them away. You know what I mean? So I'd still save whatever leftovers you have to do like tests or whatever with if you do that. But yeah, so let's get started. Again, I'm not very familiar with this air gun, so we're gonna try it out and see how it works. I haven't really used it that often. And when it comes to this is a Ranger tool, I ended up getting this, but I used this one, and then a girlfriend of mine was wondering if she'd be able to because her hand. And I thought, you know what, I don't see why. You know, most people who have arthritis say it's really easy for them to use this one by Ranger. And it's just got a long nozzle, but it's the same thing. It's like, this is my camera lens cleaner, and it is firmer. So this is just a softer bulb, and it's like a bigger in your hand as well, as you can see the size. So I'm going to test this out. This just arrived today, so I can test it out for the first time, and we'll try that first. But it is the same thing, but if you have like arthritis or, you know, your hands hurt easily or something, I'll see if this, you know, it is a softer, a more flexible push. So we'll try that right now. And where is my this? Hold on 1 second. But again, because this is it's not heavy Yupo paper, you don't want to put too much heat on it. So I will just be using this. If you hear that sound, it's because it's the air compressor to dry. So what I'm going to do is put a drop of the Calabaza orange from Piñata. Just going to keep that open for right now. It'd help if I actually used beside that blue air. Off to a great start. And all I'm doing is letting it dry fully. I'm going to do one more drop in there. And I would say like the Piñatas for me, the Rangers are thin. Copics I would say are thinner. As far as like the thinness, the viscosity of the liquid. And doing one more drop in the center. And then I would say Ranger, and then like Piñatas are the thickest, and then Ranger thinner. T-Rex and Ranger seem about the same to me in thickness of the ink itself. And one more drop. Excuse me. There's several ways that you could blow flowers that I've seen multiple people do. You know, there's no right or wrong way. You can literally do a drop and like fan it out with the alcohol, and then do another, you know, add drops. So there's no right or wrong way. Or you can, you know, do what I'm doing, which is pile them up on top, one on top of the other. And then I'm going to shake up the Piñata grass. That came out to be like 4 drops, but I meant to do only a couple. Like 2 to 3 is what I would have done, so that's fine. Just trying to cap it. It tends to be really klutzy, so I like to cap things. We're doing some AI. We're going to check out some alcohol ink flower, do some alcohol ink flowers. How is your Sunday going? Okay, so again, this is 70% isopropyl alcohol. I just put this into the bottle, so normally I label it, but just so you know, it's 70%. I tend to favor doing between 70% and 91% isopropyl alcohol, because the higher the alcohol content, the faster it like goes away, you know, blows away, burns off. The alcohol, of course, evaporates, as well as the more it thins out the pigment, but it also it removes really easily. So if you want to, like, you know, do something and try to take away, I would definitely pick a higher content alcohol to like lift the alcohol, or use blending solution, because that's literally what it's for, to lift alcohol ink. But yeah, just so you know. So I'm just gonna make a kind of round puddle in there. I'm gonna use my this tool. I'm gonna allow it to bleed, and then I'm just gonna blow that out. Should have done a little bit more into this. It might not be as strong with the, probably shouldn't have waited for that to dry fully. This is a longer nozzle than I'm used to, so that's kind of annoying too. I'm just going to blow it out. So what I should have done is put paper underneath. Hold up 1 second. Let me get my Okay. Just to help with that a little bit. Oh, you know what I forgot to do was make sure my table was level. That helps. Let me try the It was really muddy doing that with the brass on the top. It doesn't want to really blow out very easily. Huh. I've never dried it before, and I just wanted to see what it would do if I did. And now I know. Doesn't want to reactivate very easily. That's a shame. Okay, so let me try putting color on top then. Again. So I don't know if you could see it like sparkling because the AI definitely reactivates it itself. So I'm using Piñata's. Hi, Miss Clara. Hi. I'm using Piñata Calabaza Orange right now, and Teal and the brass. I'm just trying to blow off the excess. Like I said, it's a lot thicker and stickier than Ranger, so. Okay, so I'm just gonna try to all that. You can churn your paper. I just sometimes forget to. Let me try something real quick. Try the blending solution with the, it's not really moving. Okay, so make sure you don't cover this part of the hole when you squeeze. Yeah, thank you, Donna. Yeah, hi, Miss Clara. Yeah, so basically, I think it dried from drying with the, what do you call this? Piñata brass. It just dried too thick, and these being thicker. I think you would want to do like a 91% isopropyl if you're gonna dry like layers like that. So I'm just using the blending solution because I know it'll, like, remember it's supposed to, it's there to lift alcohol, so I knew it would activate it better. I like to multiple blow because it gives me like those folds that make it look a little bit more 3D to me. So. base sound. Kind of getting an overall base down, and then I'll add more color. You know, sometimes you just got to work with it. If it's not doing what you want in the beginning, move in the way you want it. Just got to play around with them. Alcohol inks are pretty, you know, forgiving, so just keep reactivating and changing out, reapplying. Table is not level right now too, and that's my other fight, my struggle. I forgot to fix that before I started. Okay. Alright, let's try doing one at a time. This is not working for me on this at all. As you can see, I'm struggling with this one. Honestly, I think it just needs 91% isopropyl alcohol. Thanks, Gar. Yeah. I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna try to add the Stonecoat to it. Could be that my pressure's only, I don't have, you know, a separate setting, so it could be that, you know, if you had like an air compressor that allowed you to adjust like pressure and stuff, that could also be another thing that could help. Oops, that was way too much. Yeah, it's just like drying too fast right now. It's weird. I'll get that angle better. Oh, thank you, Miss Clara. Okay. humidity is too high in here. Okay, Donna, have fun on your commission. Thanks for stopping in. Okay. So I think I'm fighting not only gravity, but humidity and everything else as well. But that's okay. We can work with it. So I'm just trying to see like little spots where I can add and try to fan out to lessen. So I'm just trying to thin out this a little bit as I'm doing this because it has, like I said, that, what's the word? The blending solution. So it'll help lift that underside. So I'm pushing a lot off just to help thin out that color so it's not so muddy. And I'm just holding up the corner just so that way the splatter, you know, will soak into here. Yeah, so that, you know, unfortunately, sometimes you use more ink and alcohol than you would like intended, but just kind of keep at it and just kind of eyeball what you're doing. And sometimes you gotta, you know, if you don't want to, if you're stubborn like me and don't want to stop. This helps just break up that so it's not so like coagulated, like I said, it's not all thick. Just to help thin that out. You just gotta kind of look at the areas that you wanna. Ooh, sorry, I'm knocking things over. I'm gonna do, okay, wrong cap. Sometimes it's just about, you know, perseverance, I guess. On here. Okay. All right, that looks much better. And then I'm gonna add a layer of the white. Again, How do I want to do this actually? Let me think. You know what? Let me continue to do with the blue. Let me just try to make it more individual petals. All right. And then I'm going to do a purple of T-Rex. It's an amethyst purple. Ooh, that's big. Hmm. The only bad thing about the T-Rex, in my opinion, is that the hole's so big that it comes out so fast. You know, like it's a big drop of ink, and they are pretty concentrated too. So that's the only bad thing, is that the ink is like big. Maybe more white. Make sure you shake it. Should have done that higher up. Bad. I do love purple, but it just wastes the ink, you know. Oh, I see what you're saying, Carrie. Sorry, but you know I love purple. Yeah. Can you tell me how long it's been, love, that I've been on? Ugh, I messed up on that one. Okay. So I'm just going to finish the circle and then I'll be done. And then when this dries, which I'll leave it for at least a day or two, because like I said, this stuff is a lot thicker, especially once you use the mixative. And you can go in with making those dots to make that center of that flower that much more 3D and dense. And oops. Ugh, this is big. So that way you can make your petals with the pen. You don't have to, but sometimes I like going with the pen, especially with things like this one. It was just like such a struggle. I guess my humidity is just too high in here right now. And like I said, it's been a minute too since I've done the AI, but I'll definitely go back in and I'm going to let this not get, you know, so it's not tacky. And then you can take a white, you know, if it's on dark, or if they're lighter, you could do black or gold or whatever color you want. And you can outline your petals to make them more detailed if you want, as well as like stipple the white of your flower, which I'll show you what I mean by that. So just get out of this. Get one of these little Pixies brushes. And let me cap these real quick. And I'm going to take the snow cap and get my little, I have a little, what do you call it, tray thing. Hold on one second. The struggle is real today. Okay, grabbing all the things. Yeah. There we go. So you could just put it in a little dish if you want. Whoop. Take your white and just put a couple drops in there. You don't need much, but take this and just dab it in. And then you're just going to, for the high point, which I'm going to go off of this, so I'm going to make bigger spots with my high point. Just going to vary the spots. And then I'm going to grab one that's a little bit thinner, it's a lot smaller in size. Ooh, sorry, didn't mean to knock you. And also dip that into the white. And we're just gonna add to it. Hopefully you can see better that way. And I'm just going to be adding on here. I'm going to concentrate them more where the peak is of light, the highest peak, and do a little bit sparser. As you feather it like outward away from your high point of light. And that'll also give the illusion of depth to create. But you see how it's already looking a lot more 3D. And then when you know, draw those lines in or whatever, if you want to, you can push them out. I would also have done a point right here and pushed out, and a point just to go a little bit closer in, which I probably will after I let it set, just to kind of, because sometimes I just need to step away. You know. Oh, hi, Miss Clara. Thank you. The struggle was real on this, but we persevered. You're still with us. Thank you. It's just, you got to get back in the groove of doing AI a different way when you're used to doing it one way, and then, you know, so that kind of takes time sometimes. But don't be afraid to just keep pushing, you know, or you just start a new piece of Yupo paper if you don't like it. But I will be adding, because as you can see where the whites are, you know, I'll be adding another here, so it fades out really close, so it fades away. Miss Clara, I enjoy the T-Rex inks. I really do. They're a fun pigment. The only problem I was saying about them is that the opening is so big that a lot of ink comes out in one drop because of that. So you use up way more ink than you need to. So there, that's my view, just so you know. So you're saying. And then the white, eventually the color will add up, so you can just keep adding, because it'll soak into the color, and then you just keep peckling white on. So it's just a process of, you know, letting it sit there, letting it absorb and dry, and then tap, 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 adding a little more white, you know, and fluctuating between, you know, sizes. But yeah, so when, like I said, when this dries a little bit more, I'll do a little bit closer towards this point and push it out. And I'd probably go back with the blue, or not the blue, what do you call it? Teal, the Piñata teal, and hit here and go out just a little bit closer. And then I'll give another layer of depth over this white. So that way it'll just have much more. And like I said, you could trace it, you can outline it with whatever color pen you would like to use. If you want to, you don't have to. But I think on this one I want to, just to have like fun define it and stuff a little bit. So if you can, hit that thumbs up on your way out, as well as please subscribe if you haven't already to support the channel. It really helps. And you can follow me on my Insta or my Facebooks, which are also linked in the description box below, as well as all the other links that are there to support the channel, whether it's the PayPal donations link or the Amazon wishlist, or if you're looking for a code for color art products, I have that also in my description box below. But I hope everybody had a great Sunday fun day. Thanks for hanging out and participating, and I'll see you all guys the next time. All right. Happy arting. God bless.